welcome to What's Up Ocala. I'm your host, Andrew Praber, and joining me today is my husband, David Praber. Welcome.
Good morning.
So today we're going to be exploring the pros and cons of real estate technology when listing your home and the effect that ChatGPT has had on the real estate industry already. You've heard about this, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. So not many people know this, but my grandmother was actually the reason I got a real estate license. That was nearly 20 years ago. Bobby Lee Watts, she was a force to be reckoned with, wasn't she?
Oh, yes.
And she was a real estate broker down in Fort Myers, Florida when I was a kid. And she was a real estate broker in the 80s and 90s. And when my grandmother saw how hard I was working to climb the corporate ladder back in the day, she insisted that my time would be far better spent in real estate. And truthfully, I'd have to admit, I was actually horrified. I was like instantly picturing her with her polyester pantsuits, and I couldn't even picture it. I honestly was like, houses? Really? Are you serious? But obviously, since we're both here today, she persuaded me over to real estate, and I've kind of been obsessed with it ever since. I actually met my husband through a real estate transaction. So, yeah, it's been a journey. And now we own a real estate brokerage, and I'm actually an instructor for real estate and a faculty member of the Florida Realtors Association. So I went all in. But going back to dear grandma, she was super tech savvy back in the day. She was really proud of the fact that she was one of the first realtors to use a car phone.
Really?
Yeah, you remember those big old huge, like practically trunk-sized car phones? It was massive.
Oh, yeah, you see them in the movies.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it cost like $1 a minute, I think, to make a call. It was something crazy. But I mean, she really used that phone and that new technology at that time to her advantage. And it's kind of shocking when you see how things were done then and all the advantages that we have now to do our jobs. And what drives us absolutely crazy is when some real estate agents are still listing homes as if it's 1989. I mean, you've seen the plop and pray where they plop the sign and pray that it sells. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They may use a cell phone, but they use it to make some calls and take some really terrible pictures of your home with their cell phone. When really drone technology is, I mean, that's very common. It's used in almost every listing, I think.
It's almost expected now.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. So, I mean, there's now a plethora of digital tools available that allow sellers to list and market their homes online, including like virtual tours, 3D walkthroughs, social media advertising, of course. You love that 3D, is it 3D? The 360 camera, that's the one that you were really loving. So, but I mean, those tools can help attract more potential buyers and increase the exposure of your property and potentially result in a quicker sale. So having the technology there and knowing how to use it is huge. So why are some sellers and even especially realtors hesitant to use real estate technology? I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. You have to use all the tools available in your tool belt, as they say.
Right. I mean, some may feel that, it lacks the personal touch that, more traditional real estate provides. And some of the use of the technology can also raise some concerns about data and privacy and security and stuff. And I got that. I definitely get that. But I think it works both ways. I mean, how many times have you walked into a house and you have to tell the buyers, okay, you need to be really quiet because there's video and audio while we're doing this walkthrough. So no conversations about contract terms or viewpoints on their furnishings, please. Because they're listening and they're watching every single showing. So, I mean, it does work both ways, both the buyers, the sellers, everybody. So, yeah, we have to tell them, don't talk about anything you're going to offer or what you think of the house until we get back in our vehicles. But yeah, I'm sure you've heard by now, everybody's talking about the advances in AI technology and how it's changing the world, just like Google did back in the day. I mean, Google did. I mean, it really did technology-wise. It changed a lot of the way we do things. But let's
definitely.
Yeah, let's go ahead and today let's talk about ChatGPT, which is probably the most talked about, widely used of the mixture of AI. And I really want to talk about the effect it's having on the real estate industry. Because you've heard me talking to the agents here in the office like crazy lately. If you don't know, ChatGPT is a language model that's been trained on this huge amount of text online, and it makes it capable of understanding natural language and generating a very human-like response. And it's already been adopted by a lot of real estate companies as like a virtual assistant to help inquiries online from like potential buyers. And I mean, I personally think it has a ways to go on that one. I don't know how you feel. We tried a little bit on our, not ChatGPT, but an AI type thing on our website, and it wasn't that great.
Well, it's come a long way in a year even.
Yeah, it honestly has. I think it's had huge strides lately. But, I mean, it does kind of help streamline the buying process. And, it does provide very quick and accurate responses to, like, frequently asked questions. But, I can kind of see how it helps. But it helps save time. And it does allow for, 24/7 answering of your questions. I'm not answering the phone at 2 o'clock in the morning.
But, really? You have?
But yeah, I mean, thanks to, ChatGPT and stuff, it has a reduction of human interaction in the real estate industry, which is kind of good and maybe kind of bad. So I think that kind of thing, it leads to a lack of trust and a lack of a relationship with those buyers. But I don't know. I find it a little bit lacking so far, even with the strides it's had. So we'll see where it goes with that. But, I think a lot of people are disappointed. They get into an in-depth conversation and possibly, have hundreds of text messages going back and forth. And then they find out you were talking to Becky, the ChatGPT drone. I mean, would you be impressed, or would you feel like lied to and kind of let down?
Right. Well, I get a lot of those right now for insurance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think a lot of it might be a generational thing. I think maybe we're expecting to talk to a person, and maybe our kids and our grandkids, they're going to expect to talk to a chat bot. So, as long as they get their questions answered, does it matter if you're speaking to not a human? For them, maybe it won't be as big a deal. I don't know if it's like so many things. It might be a generational thing. I don't know. I feel more comfortable with a human most of the time, but it is nice to get answers at 2 o'clock in the morning without feeling like you're bothering someone.
Right. True. The trust issue is really important.
Yeah. Well, if you're not comfortable with the chatbot scenario, I totally can relate. But there are a lot of things that you could do technology-wise to help sell your home. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a huge lover of the English language, and maybe you are too. You've probably noticed there's a breakdown of some of the uses. There's a lot of people just kind of, I don't know, they're just not using all of the incredible words to eloquently describe a home. And it just, I don't know, it seems to be missing from a lot of the MLS listings. It's like the bare minimum is what's acceptable. But with ChatGPT, I'm seeing much more flowery prose being utilized these days. A lot of listing agents are familiarizing themselves with ChatGPT and are asking it to describe, a 3-2 cookie cutter home, and they're just being blown away with this amazing description that it has and all these beautiful words that we've just kind of lost with texting, and all these other things. So, but, if they don't like that description, they can actually click regenerate response and several more paragraphs or different options will pop up. So it's really a really great tool, especially with somebody that maybe isn't so great with all of these eloquent words. So, but there's a lot of stuff. It can, write quick scripts for videos that the agent can use to advertise like an upcoming open house. Or maybe if the agent is worried about calling the seller to ask for a price reduction, they can ask ChatGPT for some really great wording or a script for that. And it might help with newer agents that are maybe getting more comfortable with their role. They can just, ask their good buddy ChatGPT, and suddenly they have these perfect professional words to explain the market and the home and the current pricing conundrum, and just kind of go from there. What's really crazy is our son is up in college right now for tech, and a lot of this is being done through ChatGPT. So like if you need to embed the listing in a website, it sounds like really complicated, right? Nope. You can just ask ChatGPT and it pops back, well, hey, do you want it in Java or HTML? I mean, that's crazy, right? There's a lot of tech people that are kind of freaking out about this.
Oh, yeah, it's eliminating jobs.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy world we're living in. But, with change comes fear. What if they don't need realtors anymore? I mean, that might be the fear, right? So, I don't know. For me, I don't think the real estate market is going to go that way. I don't know about you, but I just because you can use like WebMD, does that mean that you're not going to use a doctor anymore? No, thank you. No, there's something to be said for the human connection. And I mean, ChatGPT may help you as a tool, but it's no more likely to take your job than a hammer would replace a roofer. I mean, it's more like a hammer is getting replaced by a nail gun. I mean, it's just technology that's changing. And we got to accept that or we get left behind, right?
Right. Well, and, you want to visualize what the description's saying, and that can be inaccurate from ChatGPT or a realtor. If they describe it incorrectly and you go to look at the home and it's different than what was described.
Absolutely. I think, everybody just needs to decide for themselves what technology they want to use, but I think it's going to play an increasingly important role in the real estate industry along with a lot of other industries. And I strongly encourage anybody out there that's considering to sell their home to go over with your real estate agent that you're interviewing what technology is available, what's going to be used in advertising your home, not only because you want the ability to opt out, but also even more important, to make sure that the realtor you're hiring is staying up to date and will be able to provide you with everything that will help your home compete in this incredibly competitive market that we're in right now. If you have somebody that doesn't even know the tools that they're using, good grief, that's crazy. So, it's kind of a crazy world, right?
Oh, yeah, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't ask that question.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, we are going to be right back. And when we get back, we're going to talk about the stats right here in Marion County and some fun things that you can do right here around you this weekend. All right, welcome back. I'm Andrea. That's my husband, David. We're actually talking about the stats this week here in Marion County. But before we get into that, I want to ask a small favor. If you're enjoying this program, let us know. The website here at the radio station is classichitsocala.com. Or if you're joining us on YouTube, hello, you can leave us a comment. Definitely encourage David to come back on. I very rarely get him on here. But even better, if you're a fan and truly think that we've helped you or educated you or even just entertained you in some way, share the video, share the links. We don't have some crazy massive budget for advertising, so mostly we're just using word of mouth. So get us out there to anybody that you think might benefit from this show as well. Or maybe they just want to enjoy the mayhem too. So yes, share.
You never know.
Yeah, and subscribe. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe. So that's the number one question. Everybody's like, oh, you have a YouTube channel? How many subscribers? I'm like, yeah, not that many, but we get a lot of views. We got a lot of great fans and some really great people that we've met over the years with this. So, all right, I'm done with that soapbox or begging portion, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and jump into the real estate stats for this week here in Marion County.
Yay.
Okay. So currently, how many houses we got on the market right now?
Wow, 2391.
Wow, that's a lot of houses available. That's pretty good. They're ready to go, ready to purchase. So new listings, we've got 266. Price increases, 56, and price decreases are down to 217. I know it sounds like a lot, but honestly, we've been seeing in the 300 for months now. So no, it's actually come down. So back on the market, we've got 79 sold. We have 249 expired, only 9. Leased, a big fat 0, which is pretty normal these days. Pending, 312. Temporarily off the market, 13. Withdrawn, 10. And how many canceled?
43.
43 cancellation. Y'all, why are you canceling these?
A lot of deals going on.
It's crazy. The national average interest rate for right this moment is 7.30% for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage, and 15-year is at 6.26%. So a little bit lower for that. Now, what's going on around you this weekend? May 14th. We've got
Sunday, Symphony Under the Stars.
Yeah, that's going to be really exciting. So the Ocala Symphony Orchestra, it was they first created it in 1982. So I was like a toddler back then. So, but this event has been a huge tradition for Ocala. It draws thousands of attendees every year. And one of the unique features of Symphony Under the Stars is its live radio broadcast. And the event is actually broadcast live on a local radio station. And this year it's actually WITG. So it's allowing those who can't attend in person to still enjoy the music and festivities from the comfort of their own home. So that's pretty cool. The live broadcast also allows the Ocala Symphony Orchestra to, reach a wider audience. A lot of people maybe don't get a chance to listen to the music from the symphony. I don't know if some people have not gone to the Ocala Symphony Orchestra before. We've definitely gone many times to see their performance, but maybe they just have that classical music needs to reach a new generation of listeners, and I think that's definitely true. So this year's Symphony Under the Stars event promotes a lot of amazing music, and it's supposed to be an incredible night of music. So we'll see what the Ocala Symphony Orchestra has in store for us tomorrow. It'll be great. But yeah, this year on Sunday, the station's going to be broadcasting from the Ocala Golf Course. We're going to be right next to the stage. And I say we because we're going to be hanging out there. I'm going to be one of the radio personalities.
Wow.
So it sounds really big, right? But yeah, I will be right there, right next to the stage. That's kind of exciting. I would love a chance to meet each of you. So please stop out, say hi. You cannot even imagine what a thrill I get from meeting you. And I think David actually gets even more of a thrill from it. So I don't even know what it's about. Live vicariously. I don't know. Say hi to David. If you guys run into him, say hi to him, okay? It'll be great. But yes, Maestro Matthew Wardell, the Symphony Under the Stars, he's actually going to be conducting. He's actually going to have some really entertaining music going on this year. Gates open at 3. At 3. And the concert actually begins at 7, but there's going to be a lot of entertainment and acts and stuff before that. And you cannot miss out on the fireworks, which are at 8:45 p.m. You can bring a picnic basket, including, you can even bring alcohol. Yeah. Or you can go ahead and purchase food and drinks from the local food trucks that are going to be there. You can get regular tickets or you can get VIP tickets. And anybody under 17 years old is free. So, yeah. But there's actually going to be some really amazing music that Maestro has put together for us. They've got the music from Beauty and the Beast, Back to the Future, Pirates of the Caribbean, and my favorite movie, My Fair Lady, along with a lot more. So if you're like me and you like to save some cash, I would go to Eventbrite and get your tickets ahead of time, and then you'll save $5 per ticket. So they're only like $20 as opposed to like $25 at the gate. So yeah, big deal.
It's a great event.
It is, yeah.
So what else is going on?
That is a really great question. Well, today we have the first time home buyer workshop here at our office, which is pretty cool. We've kind of got like a hybrid going now, right? Mm-hmm. So we've got the online and we've got in person. So you can either stop into our office or you can join us on our YouTube channel, and we'll be doing that. We've got, let's see, it's going to be today from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then, let's see, what else is going on today?
And who is the lender?
Oh my goodness, you're so right. I almost forgot to talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor is actually going to be Union Home Mortgage. Jeff Hill and his group over there are going to be answering your mortgage-related questions, which is awesome because sometimes there's questions on like, the very specific terms of a USDA loan or some of the grants that are available. And I mean, I keep up to date with it as much as I can, but I don't live in that world like he does. I mean, that should be great. So yes, Union Home Mortgage is going to be our sponsor for that event. So it's kind of exciting, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bring your questions.
Bring your questions, yes. And we, by the way, leave our judgment at home. We absolutely will not judge you. If you come in and have absolutely horrific credit, then you know what? We've all been there at some point or another, so not a problem. No judgment. There will be snacks, though, so yeah, come in for that.
Don't judge that either.
Yeah, don't judge the snacks. But yeah, you can join us for that. Totally free event, whether you're online or here at the office. And we're not trying to like sell you something or something like that. Of course, we would love it if you were to purchase a home. Of course, we would love it for you to do that. But not for us. It's actually more for you. We want that to really change the stability in your home and your life and your family. So, and also help generate income and equity. And I mean, there's just so many amazing, great things that can come from purchasing a home and home ownership. So we want to help you with that. So we are not going to try and sell you a home the day of or anything like that. We'll help you dream. We'll help you get ready. We'll help answer your questions, but that's all it is. That's it. So hopefully we can take it from there. Okay. All right, if you would like, we also have Finding Dory over at the Marion Theater. That's at 11:30 a.m., so you still have plenty of time to get down there. Of course, there was also the market. Up at the downtown market is up on the corner of 3rd and 3rd, and it's every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's vendors, fresh produce, food trucks, live music, coffee, and mimosas. It's pet friendly, it's kid friendly, there's arts and crafts, there's a playground, and the splash pad right over at Citizen Circle is actually open and ready to go. In fact, the pools are opening soon, countywide, right? Right after.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So still time to get down to the market.
Yes, absolutely. Still time to get down to the market. They're good till 2. They've got food trucks and stuff going on there. But if you want to go to the Marion Theater at 11:30 a.m., Finding Dory is playing. So great there. And I don't know if you guys did this or not, but this morning was the Mother's Day 5K. That was from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So everybody that participated in that, hopefully you all finished. I don't know. Lexi is normally more of a runner and I'm more of a walker and David's more of a cheeriness from the couch. But but we all have a really great time participating in a lot of the 5Ks. We did not do this particular 5K this morning. But yeah, we do at least one per month and we try and participate in those. And I kind of, I do my best, but I kind of meander. When I walk next to you, it's kind of more like a Chihuahua next to a Labrador because I'm like a foot shorter than you. But we have a lot of fun with those 5Ks. So if you are at all interested in some of the upcoming 5Ks, let us know. Give us a shout out on Facebook or YouTube, and we will tell you which 5Ks are coming up and which ones we're participating in, and you can walk right with us. Right? Yeah.
Sounds fun.
And David will cheer you on from the couches. Lexi will run past you. I don't know. Maybe we just need somebody that'll, outrun her.
She runs ahead and then runs back again.
Yeah.
Then runs ahead.
Yeah, I hold her water for her as I meander. All right, so what else have we got going on? Till 4 p.m., it's got the World Equestrian Center. We've got the Spring Festival. So that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got live music, yard games, and a whole bunch more. So if you're anywhere near the World Equestrian Center, anytime before 4 o'clock today, stop on over for that. That's pretty cool. What else? I think everything else is going on tomorrow, unless you go out to Cannon Farms. Cannon Farms is going like crazy with their watermelon season and also the corn. So, I don't know. Have you been to I don't know that you've been to it.
No, that was you and Lexi.
It was me and Lexi,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. I've been there a couple of times. Yeah, but anyway, Cannon Farms, in case you have not been there, it's over on 180th Avenue in Denellen. It's actually 180th and 484. So it's like right there.
Right, by the traffic light.
Yeah. So they have their flower fields are looking great. Not the sunflowers. I don't think those are ready yet. I think that's later in the year. But they do have the regular flowers they've got ready. And they also have some pre-made arrangements if you're looking to get a very beautiful bouquet of flowers. you can do that. But they're open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. today, and then 10 to 4 tomorrow. And I think tomorrow they're having an event as well with like face painting and flowers and all sorts of stuff like that. And I don't know, it should be a really cool event. I think they even got food trucks.
Oh, it's definitely the time to, like blueberries, for example. Can you still pick those?
No, I think blueberry season is done. I think we've moved on. It was strawberry season, then it was blueberry season. Now it's going into corn and watermelon season. And yeah, so it's kind of funny because a lot of people will ask, like, where are the fresh market stores and stuff. I'm like, you just go to the farm. I mean, here you go to the farm.
Or go downtown to the market.
Yeah, you could go to one of the farmers markets or something. But if you're looking for like fresh produce, there's nothing fresher than picking it yourself. So yeah, I mean, but everything is then in season. I think it has a much better flavor to it when it's in season, though, don't you think?
I think so. Is that why you planted those tomato plants?
Okay, let's not talk. I asked him for like 2 tomato plants or whatever. He came back with 9 tomato plants. I was like, may the odds be ever in your favor. I had like a small little area to plant these tomatoes. So I planted the tomato plants. And then there was like a special or something, right? You brought me.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Some peppers too.
So you're saying if someone comes to the home buyer's workshop, you may actually get a tomato plant.
You might. You might. Yeah, I have plenty of tomato plants. I have no tomatoes yet. But I think one of them was already flowering. So I might be a little bit behind. I saw somebody that had a really amazing green tomato. And that's why I get the tomato plants. It's not actually for red tomatoes. It's because it's really hard to find green tomatoes at the store. And I like fried green tomatoes in the air fryer. So David goes and gets me tomato plants, and then I can go pick them myself when they're big and green and perfect. And and we get, I mean, it's good. I make pretty good fried green tomatoes out of that air fryer. I'm saying. So there's also some restaurants here that have some pretty good fried green tomatoes. I think, what's the best fried green tomatoes in Marion County, in your opinion? Because I mean,
there's a couple, but Harry's is good.
Yeah, Harry's is
right down
good.
at the downtown square.
Yeah, Harry's has some amazing fried green tomatoes. I think Red's probably has some really good fried green tomatoes too. Red's has everything is really good, but they're kind of out of the way. They're right on the Citrus County, Marion County border down 200. So it's a trek. It's definitely you really have to be either going somewhere into Citrus County, or you specifically really want to go to Red's, but.
And it needs to be early enough too.
Yeah, because they close at like 2. So I mean, all the stars have to align in order to hit Red's. But anytime I'm showing houses in Citrus County over in Citrus Springs, I'm like, we're on this side of town. We're going to lunch at Red's. It has to be. So I don't know. I've gotten so many people addicted to that place, but they have some really good fried green tomatoes in there. They're really good food all together. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Can you tell people how to reach you?
Yes, that probably would be good. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So if you have any questions about anything that we talked about on the show, or maybe you'd like to talk to us, I don't know, about real estate, you can go ahead and find us on our website, which is GreatExpectationsRealty.com, or you can go ahead and give us a call. It's 352-817-9160. And we have property management, leasing, and we also have plenty of realtors here that would love to talk to you about buying or selling a home here in and around Marion County, including me and my husband. So give us a call if you are at all interested in any of those things, or pretty much anything having to do with Ocala real estate or anything. If you just want to come in and have a cup of coffee, we've already got coffee is always hot and ready to go and ready to sit and have a conversation with you guys. So just pop in anytime. We're located at 3201 Southwest 34th Avenue, Suite 102. So right over by Ollie's, I think Ollie's on 200. The back of their building is the back of our building. So we're kind of back to back over there. What else is over here? I don't know.
There's a lot
everything,
of things.
Right?
On Highway 200 right here.
Yeah.
So restaurants.
Plenty of restaurants. We're walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, lots of banks and stuff. We're right over the intersection on 200 if you go down the road. that's where Red Lobster is. So if you know where Red Lobster is, it's the only one in Marion County. It is right on 200. That's the intersection. Turn away from Red Lobster and we're the second building in. So pretty easy to get to, right? I mean, yeah. So come on in on this afternoon. We're going to be from 12 to 2 doing our first time home buyer workshop. And even if it's not your first time home buying, maybe you just haven't bought in a while, things have changed, life has changed, whatever your situation, stop on in and we will go ahead and help you out.
Well, a lot of people just want to know what their home's worth.
That too. Absolutely. So, all right. Well, that's it for us. We will talk to you again next week. And like I said, if you have any questions, 352-817-9160. Thanks again. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Move with the rhythm. Shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no